Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. Smishek Custom Baits. Rick Smishek here. Um, Last week, I made a color that I call "Not Yours." So that when your buddy asks you, I named it that so that when your buddy asks you um, what color you caught the fish on, you say "Not yours." You can go, "Oh, well, no, really, man. What color?" Well, today we're going to make a color that I named mine for the exact same reason. Okay, and these are the only two colors I named like that for that. But today I'm going to shoot this color in the 2-inch tubes because I think there's a good chance it'd be a pretty darn good panfish color. And I think it might also be a good stick color. So I'm going to shoot it in the 4 and 5-inch stick, and we'll see what happens. Disclaimer there: I have yet to catch a fish on a stick bait. I know it's the most popular bass lure of all time, but when it came out, I thought, man, what fish is going to be dumb enough to eat that? And furthermore, who's going to be dumb enough to buy that? Well, shows what I know, huh? But that said, um, I am looking at ways to fish better with the sticks. I'm about to get another rod that'll be better for throwing the sticks. That way, I can have a rod set up for topwater fishing, which is one of the things I just love fishing with topwater baits. I mean, there's not many things when it comes to fishing that are better than actually getting to see the fish take your lure, right? And topwater fishing allows you to do that. That's probably why I love it so much. So I always need a rod rigged for topwaters. It's just the way it is. But I also think I need a rod rigged to throw other soft plastics like sticks. Soft plastics are huge when it comes to fishing. I have never been real great at it, although I am getting better. Um, but and I need to get better at it. I mean, heck, I make soft plastics, right? So we'll see here. I'm going to start watching more videos on how to use my fish finder better, how to use it to identify structure, and not just the structure, but also things like weed lines. How do I uh, identify the weed lines with my fish finder? I mean, that's why I have it, right? Um, you identify the weed line, and then you can throw a stick along the weed line. You can throw crankbaits along that weed line or right along that edge. Any lures really, and you don't get hung up on the weeds anymore. You just get those ambush predators to come out of their ambush spots and hit your lures. So that's another part of my process with learning to fish better. Um, I think next week I will pick a topic from this book, Knowing Bass, and we'll talk about something in there, and then we'll make some lures to um, to go using that knowledge. Okay, and hopefully we'll catch fish with it. I know it's July. We're in a huge heat wave here in eastern Nebraska. I think it got over 100 today, triple digits. Although Friday's supposed to be the worst. Um, but I have a YouTube video up, a tab open to a YouTube video that I haven't watched yet. It's about how to catch bass in the heat. I should probably watch that, real soon. So with that said, let me get the plastic all cooked. Mine is another laminate. Let me get the plastic all cooked, and then we'll show you how to make this stuff. Okay, so we're going to do the top of this first, and I'm going to use this color here. It's called Purple Rain. I know it doesn't have a label, but that's because I had to switch the bottle that it was in because the other one was leaking. I forget why. I forget where it was leaking at. But let's go ahead and squirt some of this in there. This one is pretty translucent, so I'm giving it a little extra colorant there. Try to thicken it up a little bit. There we go. And this colorant, oops, sorry, hit the tripod for the camera. This color here, I've never I have never measured out the, and I forgot my other measuring. I forgot to grab this. Okay, I always forget something, don't I? I've never actually measured out the drops in this color. I just squirt some in there until it looks like it's good enough. All right. Now we're going to use a quarter teaspoon of this 015 black grape. It's from Lurecraft, which is now part of Lure Parts Online. Give that a good stir. There you go. There you have it. That's a lot of little fine pieces in there, which is the way this one should be. All right, let's go ahead and put this aside. Actually, I'll put it back in the microwave, let it sit in there because it doesn't cool off as quickly. Okay, now we'll do the bottom color. Okay. Clean off make sure my measuring spoon is cleaned off. Okay, no more glitter on it. All right, now what we're going to do is I'm going to use this orange highlight. This is also from Lurecraft. I got most of my, I should say most of my colorants. I got some of my colorants. Almost, I think all of my glitters and most of my, well, some of my powders from Lurecraft. But we're going to do a quarter teaspoon of this stuff. And this stuff takes a little more work to get it mixed in. But hopefully you can see it starting to change a little bit. I don't know if you see that orange on the outside. I originally made this color as a core shot, but I think I've mentioned before that I have never sold a single core shot bait. So now it became something else instead. All right, the next thing we're going to put in here is this 062 orange. See, this is a pretty thick color too. The knife blade disappears really fast. Pardon me, getting the hiccups there, I think. Actually, I guess it was just one. My ex used to hate that. She'd get the hiccups and have them all day. I'd get the hiccups 3 or 4 times a day and hiccup, anywhere from 1 to 4 times and stop. So let me bring these back up to temperature real quick. Okay, let's go ahead and shoot this. All right. First tube. These don't take much plastic at all. Second tube, I can barely feel the injector moving. There's the third one. All right. Now let's do the first stick. See, now I can feel the ejector moving now. The plunger's on it. And the last one. Okay, let's see how these things turned out. Yeah, somebody just came in the garage again. All right. Lift these up. All right. There we go. Look at that. You go ahead and grab the scissors. Something else I forgot. Okay. You can see the sprue there. Looks pretty good, pretty tasty. If I was a fish, I'd try to eat it. Bob's your uncle, huh? Gonna take the rest of these off real quick. I guess I should have tried to put a little bit more oil on those rods. It would have come off a little bit, they would come off significantly easier. All right. Let's take a look at this shot here. How about that? I think those are going to catch some fish. Just have to get out there and find the panfish and see what they do. All right, let's take a look at these sticks. I'll open up those other two. Those other two tube molds off camera. And these are just perfect shots again for sticks. Here we go. Yeah, I was looking over the camera again. Imagine that, huh? Okay, here's the other stick mold, the 4-inch. Bob's your uncle, huh? There you go. All right, just a quick look at all of the baits that I just made. The 4 and 5-inch sticks, and then the 12 little tubes. All right, that's it for today. I have no idea what I'm going to talk about in that book yet, so I have some work to do. But hopefully these catch fish. I definitely need to get better at fishing with the soft plastics. I remember when there was a time when I had never caught a single fish, ever, any kind of fish, on a soft plastic lure. Is what it is. I eventually broke that, got that monkey off my back, as it were. And I'm starting to do quite a bit better. I still have a long ways to go, but it'll happen. It'll happen. I have every confidence in that. My granddaughter was just out here and said that the heat index, I think it's called the heat index, where you have the actual temperature, but it feels like, well, 115. It's no wonder it's so stinking hot out here, and I'm sweating. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up real quick. If you have any suggestions for me, or what to on what colors you'd like to see or whatever, put them in the comments. If you have questions, feel free to ask. I'll answer them. Until then, oh, and if you liked what you saw, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, and the little bell too, so you get notifications on when I get new videos up. And share the videos with the people that you know, whether you like them or you dislike them or whatever. That helps the channel tremendously. We're getting a lot of subscribers and a lot of views from you guys sharing. The sharing helps the algorithm know to put it in the suggested videos, and that's happening. I'm seeing my own videos in the suggested videos. And I appreciate every time you guys do that. Even if I don't know it, I still appreciate the fact that it's happening. Until next time, folks, tight lines, calm waters, and God bless.